Hey guys, we're back in the rehab lab again today, and I'm just going to go through a couple of different exercises that I've actually been giving out relatively frequently recently. Now, with a lot of lower back issues, it tends to be caused by a lack of actual hip mobility. When people have got stiff hips, then they have to overcompensate and become a little bit more flexible in their lower back. So actually having nice flexible hips prevents the lower back from doing too much work. So we're actually going to go through two stretches now, and the first one is a stretch that helps hip flexion, so bringing the hip up in front of you. Okay, so the first one that we're going to do, okay, I'm going to do it with the left leg. What we do is we bring the left up and over, okay, and then just lean forwards over my hip, okay. The more that I can actually just bend into my hip and trying to send my pelvis down that way, and I'm feeling the stretch in the deep gluteals and actually in the back of the hip joint, okay. If I were to do it on this right hand side, I'll show you again. We pop the foot like that, and we just allow the hip to drop down, okay, and then if you want to really savage on yourself, you can bring the foot up a little bit higher, okay. And again, you just feel that stretch in the back of my right hip there. Okay, that's a really good one for hip flexion. Okay, helps the hip move up towards your torso. Okay, when it comes to bending down, for example, bending down towards your toes. Okay, the next one is actually hip extension. So basically, hip going back behind you. It's a really nice, simple lunge stretch. Okay, so for this one, the left hip is going back behind me. I keep the core nice and controlled, so I stop myself arching in the lower back when I do so. Okay, and just put all of that stretch into the front of the hip. Okay, you're going to stretch off the front of the hip joint as well as your psoas muscle, which is your big hip flexor. Okay, so again, this just helps the leg go behind you, and the first stretch helps the leg come up in front of you. Okay, really simple stretches. Okay, and they're going to help just improve the mobility of the hip and stop getting the back to have to do more movement when it comes to putting your shoes and socks on. Okay, guys, take care, enjoy, and please feel free to get in contact if you've got any questions. Take care, bye.